He finally said it this afternoon, and this is a good thing as Social Security wins. I have all the details and who we heard from just a short time ago and what this means for Social Security as a whole. Let's get into it and talk through all the details. All right, the one and only person we've been waiting for weeks and weeks and weeks now to hear from finally broke their silence and came out and made a statement this afternoon in regards to this legislation that is out there directly impacting Social Security and that would raise benefits for millions of beneficiaries across the board right now currently receiving benefits as well as future beneficiaries as well. This is a good thing. Who is this person and what did they actually say? This is Chuck Schumer. He is the leader of the Senate on the Democratic side. Now, we've been waiting for him. Why? He is the person who has the control as far as what legislation is brought to the floor and voted on in the Senate. Therefore, it's kind of all been on him for the last several weeks. Well, guess what? We only have literally days between now and when the new Congress, the 119th Congress, is sworn in early in January. That's not that far away. I know it sounds like it's, that's so far away. It's really not. It's, when we look at the calendar here, it's only a few weeks. It's not that far at all away. Well, I want to throw it up on the screen right here for you so you can see it. But this is from X, right? So formerly known as Twitter, where he wrote this afternoon here. And you can see basically what he's saying, right? But here's what's interesting about it. So as you can see his tweet there, it's not very long, just a couple, lines there. It's very relatively short. But basically he's saying as well is that he supports the Social Security Fairness Act. That's the legislation that passed through the House of Representatives, I don't know when it was actually, a month and a half ago. I don't remember the exact date. I don't know what that is off the top of my head right now, but it was maybe a month and a half ago or so. They passed it in the House. It passed in a massive margin. And then they sent it over to the Senate. We've heard nothing up until now. Up until today, we've heard nothing about this whatsoever. Just silence. Like, you going to do this? You going to vote on it? Or what's going to happen here, right? That's why this is so important. And again, I've been talking about this a little bit lately. But here's what's going on. Okay, now here's what's a little interesting about the tweet that he sent out, or are they even called tweets anymore? Now that it's not Twitter, it's X. Is it even called a tweet anymore? I don't know. Anyway, here's what's a little bit interesting. Basically, he's saying is that if you work and you pay in and you contribute, basically you should have a secure retirement. Really? I don't know if I like that statement. Here's why. I mean, I'm not saying that I don't agree with it. Sure, I agree with having a secure retirement, but my point is, if that's really the case, then why do we have so many seniors? Which, by the way, there's about 11 million seniors right now currently living in poverty, receiving Social Security. So if we're so concerned right now about, working and paying in and contributing and whatever, and, basically having this obligation to have a good retirement, why are so many people living in poverty that are seniors and people with disabilities? I don't know. Something about that just does not make sense. It doesn't really add up. But again, that's just me digging into it a little bit too far probably. But my point is, it's nice that he finally said something about this. Now, here's the other details that I found about this. Okay, so I dug around more and I found more information about this. Apparently, he's indicated that they're going to bring this in for a vote, right? So they're basically going to put it on record which of the 100 senators are in favor of this and which of the 100 senators are not in favor of this. Why is that important, right? We've heard about this, and we've seen this happen many times where there's a controversial piece of legislation that's out there, and they say, well, we're going to put the lawmakers on record. How do they do that? By holding a vote, right? It could be in the House of Representatives, it can be in the Senate, whatever it is. But when they get a vote, then they get the tallies of, hey, this guy over here said no. This guy over here said yes. This lady over here said no. You know what I'm saying? So you get the tallies. You can see exactly who voted in favor. And then what do they do with that information? They rip the other people apart, right? We've seen it all the time. Oh, they don't care about these people or whatever. We see all this stuff. They exaggerate everything and they make a huge deal out of everything. So maybe in the next literally, well, it's about, 3 weeks from now? Yeah, it's about 3 weeks from right now, technically, from when the new 119th Congress is sworn in. It's not that far away, right? That's early in January. I think my math is right on that. Yeah, 3 weeks or so. Yeah, it's the 11th. Yeah, 3 weeks or so. It's not that far, okay? But anyway, so basically what they have to do is they have to vote on this. And again, this is all up to Chuck Schumer, and he's basically indicated they will bring it to a vote in the Senate. Now, why is that important? Here's why. First off, as I just said, the 119th Congress is coming in. If they don't do it before then, they have to completely start over on this legislation and start over at scratch. Okay, that's bad. Here's another thing as well. It's good that they're going to be voting on this because there's a high probability, a very high probability that this is going to pass. Remember, this is the Social Security Fairness Act. Okay, I've talked about this a few times here over the last, I don't know, month and a half, 2 months or so. As it's been coming up, we've been seeing the details about this, and this would repeal the WEP, Windfall Elimination Provision, as well as the GPO, Government Pension Offset, which basically offsets and, well, I mean, government pension offset is right there. Basically what it does is it reduces and offsets Social Security benefit checks for those people that have worked basically in the public or the government sector, I should say. Police officers, firefighters, teachers, government workers, everybody like that basically has a government pension and essentially doesn't really get Social Security benefits. And if they do, it's very, very minimal because they're reduced as a result of these provisions. These have been in place for over 40 years. Back since the early 80s, right? So anyway, they want to remove those, and that's the whole purpose of this. Now, why am I making such a big deal about this if it only impacts 3 million people? That's about what it impacts as of right now. Why? Because it gives momentum to Social Security. And like I said, if they can pass one thing with Social Security that ultimately raises benefits for beneficiaries, why can't they do more? They absolutely 100% can. And that's kind of the momentum we need right now. We just need a win. That's it. We need some kind of momentum. We need a win. We need them to do something about Social Security. And when they pass it, they'll think, hey, that was fun. Let's do it again. And we say, yeah, maybe you should do it again. Come on. Don't go on vacation, which we know they're itching to go on vacation here, right? In a matter of days, we're like, hey, just do this. Just keep going. Just keep rolling. You've got all this legislation out there. Just keep bringing it in, vote on it, and do something about it. So anyway, long story short here, they've got a little bit of time here. They're going to be leaving on vacation again in not that many days. So they've got really not that much time to go here to really bring this in for a vote, as Chuck Schumer has indicated. But we'll see. Again, we've seen this so many times over the years. We've seen them talking about, all kinds of different things. Oh, we're going to vote on this. We promise. We're going to stay in town. We're not going on vacation until we vote. And then sure enough, we're like, okay, we're waiting for a vote. And they're like, oh, just kidding. We're on vacation. And they go on vacation. Have you heard that? Over the last several years here, they do this all the time. Yeah, we're going to vote. Don't you worry. We're not leaving town. And then what do you know? You turn around for a second and they leave town. So we'll see what happens here, but it's nice to see we're finally getting some remarks out of Chuck Schumer. It's good. What's going to happen here with the vote? No idea. I'm not really sure. I'd be surprised if it doesn't pass, but who knows? They've surprised us other times as well. Anyway, I want to bring this quick update here. We finally heard from Chuck Schumer this afternoon. I hope this helps you a little bit. Again, I will keep an eye on this, and I will keep you posted with anything else going on. If I can ask a huge favor of you, if you're new here, or if you haven't done so, please subscribe down below. Totally free to do so. Big subscribe button waiting for you down below. Thank you. Really, really appreciate it. Also, happy holidays. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate you. Can you imagine this? Mid-December already. Wow. It's craziness. I don't know where the years go. It's kind of scary, right? So anyway, please subscribe down below if you're new here or if you haven't done so. Thank you. Truly appreciate your support, and thank you so much for being part of this community. I really do appreciate you. Also, feel free to share this video. There's a share button down below as well. Feel free to share this with anybody that you know that may benefit from this information, or any of the other thousands and thousands of videos here on the channel. Again, share button down below. Otherwise, feel free to hit the like button, thumbs up button. Otherwise, down below in the description or the top of the comment section, I have some videos there for you. Very popular hand-selected videos. Check those out. Otherwise, right now, popping up your screen as well. You'll see some videos there. Please enjoy your day. Happy holidays. Stay warm out there. And I'll keep you posted with what's going on.